I'm Aryeh Schwartz, along with my co-host, Rachel Galligan, and welcome to the WNBA Insider Show. Each week, we cover different topics important to the W, using X's and O's along with key stats to bring honest and critical analysis. This episode, we have a name that anybody who follows the Dallas Wings for sure knows, especially after the start of the season that she's been having. Kayla Thornton, welcome to the show. It's your second year in Dallas. You're averaging around 28 minutes a game, and you got the third most assists on the team. I guess kind of the thing that sticks out to me is, what's it like to be called on to fill the big shoes of Glory Johnson?
Whenever my name is called up for a position or anything, I just make sure I do it to the fullest and give 100 to whatever the opportunity comes to me.
And that's great to hear. You know, you're a young player. What does that do for your confidence? Because not only did you step into those big shoes, but I mean, you handled it just remarkably well.
Mm-hmm. It did give me, a boost of confidence. But I mean, it's just going in there and just being comfortable doing what I do and making sure I do it to the extent where I'm helping my teammates out and helping my team get a W.
So, in the history of the league, since they've changed the playoff format, there's been a lot of success for the 1 and 2 seed. A lot of people in the preseason predicted that your team would be competing for one of those spots. What is the importance to you or to your team to get a top seed heading to the playoffs?
I mean, it's important because you don't have to play those one knockout games, and you have time to rest and stuff like that. So, everybody's goal is to get top 2 in playoffs. But it's important because it gives you a little breathing room. And after playing so many games back to back and our schedule is tightened up because of the World Series, it plays good. It will play good in your part.
So something I always like to kind of pick the mind of players when we're chatting with them is I want to get a sense of what was a personal goal that you might have set for yourself coming into this season, and kind of an evaluation on that, and if you've hit or decided a new personal goal now that we're kind of in the middle of the season or a quarter way through the season.
I think for this year, I always set goals coming into any season that I being overseas or here as my third year in the WNBA, but I think this year was just being consistent and building my confidence off of what I did last year. Last year, I was new with the team and just kind of finding myself. So this year I just wanted to make a goal of being consistent in what I do, starting from the finish and ending well.
Hey, Kayla, how are you? This is Rachel Galligan. Thank you for being here with us today. Just kind of building on your confidence. How would you kind of, how would you gauge your confidence and your consistency up until this point of the season right now?
I have to give credit to my teammates, to my coaches for, giving me the confidence that I have, and then just, me putting the work in and stuff like that. And as consistent, I think I could be more consistent in what I do. It's still the beginning of the season, but as far as just confidence, that comes from my teammates and my coaches.
Well, and it seems like, and correct me if I'm wrong, you guys seem to be playing at a pretty high level in terms of confidence right now, coming off a kind of a 2-game winning streak. You just beat the Storm and then turned around and beat the Fever. Headed into tomorrow's game against the Mercury, what are some things you guys kind of have to focus on? And the second part of that question, kind of what is the pulse of the team right now in terms of confidence?
I think we just have to focus on what we had to do and our game plan and make sure that we execute it to our full ability. And in a game of 40 minutes, you're always going to have up and downs, but making sure that we stay together and we stay focused on what we're supposed to be executing. And as far as our pulse and our tempo and how we are as a team, I think we're finally finding each other and kind of gelling better. So that's always
okay. And I know you guys had faced them before, lost, I think it was about 8. Lost by 8. Talk to me a little bit about that matchup between Griner and Liz. What are some things that you, as kind of someone who plays alongside of that, that alter the game plan, or things that you could impact, just kind of being that off position and being able to step in and kind of fill that role between those two?
They're two great players. Of course we lost the first match, but I think, just helping her, she can't do it all by herself, but kind of just helping her with just little things that if I see something like as far as like her posting up which way she can go, just helping with that, digging in, kind of erupting, grinders, dribble and stuff like that. So just little things that I can kind of take some of the weight off of her. I'm willing to do.
And what's it like playing with Liz? I mean, that's got to be an incredibly unique experience for someone of your caliber, and getting a chance to play alongside just such a presence like that. What is that like? Can you talk me through that?
I never played with a 6'9" girl like Liz, so it's a blessing. She has great talent. Her ability to pass out, to score, just everything is great. She looks for anybody that's open because she's always getting double teamed down there. So, a phenomenal player.
Wonderful. Kayla, thank you so much for being with us today. We enjoyed the conversation. Hopefully we can get you back on here again soon. And good luck tomorrow as you guys host the Mercury at 7
Thank you so much.
Central Time.